Thank you for joining us today. My name is John Pinecker. I'm the President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce here in the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. My wife Amber and our kids, Declan and Erilyn, moved out here at the beginning of June. We had visited North Carolina about a year ago and had been impressed with the scenery, the opportunities, and most of all, the friendly people. Who could be unhappy in such a beautiful place with beautiful souls and in such a caring and friendly community? So we're going to go over some of the things that we have done this year. On day one, I hired Will and our marketing team. Since then, our social media presence has exploded. Every month, I provide the board of directors with a 10 to 11 page marketing report. Suffice it to say, we have increased our followers over all of our platforms significantly, along with shares, likes, and comments. We steadily increased membership over the past 6 months and have taken steps to work on member retention. And not just in Mount Airy, but through Dobson, Pilot Mountain, King, and the rest of our area. Our membership director, Christy Andrews, has done an incredible job developing relationships and working with our members to show how the Chamber can help them succeed. This year, for the first time in many years, she actually exceeded a very lofty membership goal. So Christy, thank you. I have a lady on my board, Melissa Hyatt. I think some of you might know her. She's the membership chair, and she did a great job leading the way for the membership and ambassador programs. Melissa, of Tonda Phillips, and our Public Policy Committee. Their work on bringing in the legislators and the Chamber advocating efforts on behalf of the city was a big part in helping to bring in roughly $20 million to the city. We had another successful Autumn Leaves Festival. We made some small changes that seemed to help stretch out the event and alleviate some of the crowding. But overall, I think it was well received. I know our fire department was happy with the increased fire breaks. We worked a lot in the past 7 months to increase our presence in the schools. Between Yes Surrey, District C, presentations, and we even had a business after hours at the Blue Bear Cafe. The Chamber is committed to helping the youth of today become our business leaders of tomorrow. Speaking of our leaders of tomorrow, the Chamber, along with the help of Blake, Moyer, and the Economic Development Partnership, started a young professionals group that was an immediate success. It is a group of young professionals in the community who come together to socialize, develop relationships, brainstorm, and work on their continued growth in business and in the community. I've been out and visited many member businesses and discussed our philosophy and the opportunities that the Chamber has that our members are able to use. We have many things to help you increase your footprint in the community and ultimately help you increase your bottom dollar. There's a lot more things that we've accomplished that I could speak about if I had a much longer time. So let's talk about the future real quick. We're working on many things for 2024, including projects with Emily Venable Schiff from Recovery to Work and Lisa Lamb from NC Works, to help address the staffing shortages in town through a couple of job fairs and some other ventures. We'll be working to do a construction day for our high schoolers and help get those students who won't be heading to college to understand that skilled tradesmen are needed and well paid. We have a Chamber Foundation that actually went live last year that we don't have a whole lot of funds in right now. In 2024, we have budgeted items that the profits from that are going to go into our foundation. We also have a spot on our Facebook page. We have a spot on our website for voluntary contributions, so I encourage you to please do that. It's going to be used for scholarships as well as for our paid internships. We're spending more time at the community surrounding us to help the community as well as serve our member businesses and try to add more businesses. We'll continue to expand our digital footprint, allowing for more information to be disseminated quicker into a larger, more diverse audience. We'll put on some new events, including my personal pet project, The Taste of Mayberry, which I think we're going to end up doing in this room, to offset the rising costs without increasing membership dues, so stay tuned for that one. We're going to strive to make the 2024 Autumn Leaves Festival the best yet by taking a more fiscally responsible and community-friendly approach to it, an approach that allows the chair and her entire Autumn Leaves committee to help put on what Carolina County Magazine named in 2023 the finest festival in Carolina. These are just some of the things we have planned for 2024. We'll continue to grow thanks to our amazing ambassadors and staff. We'll continue to advocate for you thanks to our committees and board members. And we'll continue to be the best business advocate in the triad thanks to you, our members. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our Chamber champions for 2023 for this past year. They are, at the elite level, a Legacy Federal Credit Union and Northern Regional Hospital, Titles At the title level, Chatham Nursing and Rehab, Creative Designs, Surrey Yadkin Electric Membership Corporation, and Mountain Valley. At the gold level, ABN, American Building Network, Carport Central, Frontier Natural Gas, Jay's Heating, Air, and Plumbing, Rogers Realty and Auction, Surrey Communications, Wayne Sanderson Farms, and Extreme Marketing. And at the friend level, Johnson Granite, Kelly Office Solutions, Ridgecrest. And at the supporter level, Caldwell Banker. Thank you all for your support last year. Many of them have already signed up for 2024. So if you aren't familiar with the Chamber Champions, you can get a hold of myself or Christy. We've got a whole list of things that come along with it. It's very valuable. About half the people in this room are here for free because they have a Chamber Championship. So this time I'd like to introduce a very special guest, Dr. Swanson Richards. Dr. Richards was the president of Surrey Community College for 22 years. He was also the Citizen of the Year in 1980. He currently resides over at Ridgecrest, and we are very happy that you could join us, sir. We have a plaque here presented to Dr. Swanson Richards in recognition and appreciation of your many years of dedication and service to our community. So, thank you, sir. We appreciate you. I need to get Clay Nolan back up here, please. So Clay is our treasurer, has been for quite a while now. Clay is stepping down from the board. That's what Raleigh Scales is coming on for. So, Clay, we're going to miss you. This says presented to Clay Nolan for your dedicated service as treasurer for the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. Mr. Lumsden, you're next, sir. Not long after I started, I was summoned to Northern Regional to sit down with their CEO. And this was my first chance. I had heard a lot of stories about Chris Lumsden, but I hadn't had a chance to meet him yet. He comes bounding down the hallway. He's all cheerful and excited, and we go into his office. 2.5 hours later, I walk out of that office knowing a lot more than I think I needed to. But I also learned a lot of things. And since that day, honestly, this man that I haven't spent a whole lot of time with, but I've had some great conversations with and been to a lot of your events and that. He's just an awesome person. So this is presented to Chris. It says for your meritorious service to the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce, board member, executive committee member, and chairperson, 2019 to 2023. Thank you, sir. All right, that's it. Lenise, are you ready? I'm thinking Lenise may not need a microphone. Lenise Lynch.
Thank you, John. That was so sweet of you. No, but thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate you guys helping us to sell this event out. So thank you. It has been a pleasure and an honor to serve as the 2023 Chamber Chairwoman, okay? That's right, of the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. And I'm sure Miss Julie Perkins can understand where I'm coming from when I say that. But it's been rewarding in so many ways. Members, let me tell you, the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce is without a doubt a place in our community where the action is. Although I am a longtime chamber supporter, director, and promoter, I did not fully grasp the depth of the work of this organization until I became chairwoman. I would like to give a special thank you to my dear friend, Steve Yoakley, for accepting the offer as interim president CEO at the very beginning of my term. Mount Airy is very fortunate to have a business advocacy organization that is capable, strategic, and driven. We have a great staff and a number of tireless, dedicated volunteers who drive the organization. Our members aren't just businesses who support the chamber out of obligation. Y'all have helped us to build one of the best performing chambers in North Carolina, so that I am truly thankful for. My term may have ended, but I will proudly continue to serve as past chair on the executive committee and the board of directors. And guess what? I get to pass the gavel and cheer on my wonderful friend, Miss Wendy Wood.
Thank you, Lenise. And we have something special for you tonight, too, to thank you for your service as chair of the board, chairwoman of the board. Good evening. And I want to say thank you to Lanice for her strong, unwavering leadership during the last year. For the chamber, it was a year of new direction and growth, and she did a great job guiding us through it all, so thank you, Lanice. As an organization focused on the strength and growth of our greater Mount Airy business community, this includes Pilot Mountain, Dobson, Westfield, White Plains, Cana, and other communities in the region, I view the chamber as a one-stop shop. We are the group that provides networking opportunities so business members can make connections. We provide educational opportunities so you can continue to grow professionally and personally. We are here to advocate for what is in the best interest of our business community and the growth of the economy in this region. As a business community, we are stronger together. It is important that businesses and organizations in our community be a member of the chamber because we are here to support one another. It benefits everyone, whether that be through friendly business competition that encourages and brings out the best in each business, or through our connections and networks at business after hours events, or through learning about a company from its sponsorship of an event. These interactions lead to referrals and growth. It is through the education the chamber provides its members and community, such as career fairs, the Women's Conference, Lunch and Learns, lectures, classes in partnership with Surrey Community College's Small Business Center, and a newly planned advocacy conference that the Public Policy Committee is putting on this year, that we also show we are stronger together. It makes us a stronger community. And it is through our advocacy for small and large businesses in the community and the issues that affect their well-being that we are stronger together. When we show those making decisions at the local and state level that we are working together to better our community and to grow our economy through economic development efforts, through voicing our opinions on policies that are being considered, and through the connections we are making with those in positions of influence over those policies, we can make a difference together. I encourage you this year, if you aren't already actively participating in the chamber, to get involved. If you are not a member yet, please join us. Reach out to an ambassador, to a board member, to Christy or John, to myself, to Lanice, to Melissa. Get involved in one of our committees. Become a chamber champion. Participate in our events and fundraisers. We can't do anything we do without our membership and our fundraising. They are the backbone of our chamber. I look forward to more growth this year and for the opportunities to continue to open doors for our business community and our economy. The chamber is our way of being stronger together. And now I would like to introduce to you our 2024 Executive Committee. Dr. Candace Holder was chair-elect with Surrey Community College. Chad Tidd with Chick-fil-A is vice chair. Lanice Lynch with Hampton Inn is immediate past chair and our events committee chair for this year. Tonda Phillips with Allstate is our public policy committee chair. And Melissa Hyatt with United Fund of Surrey is our membership committee chair.
Thank you, Wendy. We're going to now introduce the members of the 2024 Chamber Board. As I call your name, please line up next to Wendy. Dr. Holder, Raleigh Scales, Lanice Lynch, Chad Tidd, Melissa Hyatt, Tonda Phillips, Amanda Fretwell, Richie Parker, Joe Selechik, Steve Yoakley, Connie Hamlin, Hall Roberts, Todd Ennis, Robbie Gardner, Peter Raymer, Riley Haynes, Jessica Roberts, Chris Knopf, Dr. Travis Reeves, Dr. Kim Morrison, Darren Lewis, and Blake Moyer.
As an officer and director or board member, you are part of the governing body of the chamber, and as such, you assume certain obligations. You must consider yourself a chamber representative, willing to promote the chamber and be willing to consider and appropriately address issues that the membership may be facing. As board members, you also agree to follow the chamber's strategic plan, which includes our vision, mission, values, and goals. You are obligated to attend scheduled and called meetings of the board, as many events and committee meetings as possible during the year. Circumstances may dictate that you lead a committee, a program, or a project for the chamber. Perhaps your greatest obligation is that the overseeing and assuring that chamber funds are used appropriately and that steps are taken to keep this organization financially stable. If each of you is willing to accept these responsibilities, please signify by saying, "I do." I now declare the officers and directors of the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce for the year duly installed. Congratulations.